Proof positive that Brittany Venti is starting to embrace white supremacy. Look at this tweet, which, by the way, is now deleted. This is why I do not trust people who delete tweets. Two groups of people with the same energy. People who delete tweets and people who wear veneers. Neither can be trusted. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, maybe this tweet is satire. Even if it is, it's not well done. If this tweet was satire, Brittany should have played up the animal aspect more. Because that is like the one thing where I'm like, well, maybe this is kind of tongue-in-cheek, is where she's basically comparing white people to animals. Okay, but if we're gonna compare white people to pandas at a zoo, like you need to, like if this is gonna be satirical, you need to play that up more. White people who are running around at the zoo, like in an enclosure, people are looking at them and they're going like, I'm like a panda, I'm like a little fucking panda. Brittany Venti tweets, not one rich person is willing to help an endangered species. Blonde hair is rare. Blue eyes are rare. The closest I've seen is some countries, like Poland, give some benefits and 100% tax cuts. We have endangered species programs where you're not allowed to harm animals since they're rare, and the government has programs that help these endangered species reproduce. Why? Because the value of preserving our ecosystems and the beautiful animals inhabiting them to maintain that balance is understood. Common sense. In America, why is there not the same to preserve white people who built this country? Are white people not worth preserving more than animals? I mean, you want to talk about endangered species. Well, why don't we talk about the American whaling industry, which was vital to America's burgeoning economy, industry, growth. And if you read Moby Dickinson, those whaling boats, like the Pequod, were very diverse. You had people from all kinds of ethnicities from all over the world, whaling, going out to murder those whales. I mean, the main character, Ishmael, was literally in a homoerotic relationship with a Pacific Islander named Kwee. Oh, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're going to say. Moby Dick gone woke? Moby Dick woke? I don't think so, because in the end, the white dick demolishes, destroys the diversity boat. So that's not very woke. You know, furthermore, the Endangered Species Act has had mixed outcomes at best. It's like George Collins said,
let me tell you about endangered species, all right? Saving endangered species is just one more arrogant attempt by humans to control nature. 90% of all the species that have ever lived on this planet, are gone. They're extinct. We didn't kill them all.
It's just man trying to play God. These animals can't be saved from the rapid pollution and climate change. If Brittany cares so much about animals, why doesn't she talk more about climate change, which is going to wipe out a ton of species? I mean, she has time to mock Greta Thunberg, who, speaking of which, is one of the endangered species that Brittany's talking about. The white, blonde hair, blue eyes. She got freaking kidnapped by Israel the other week and Brittany was poking fun at her. I thought she was one of the endangered species who cared so much about Brittany. Oh, but she's kind of annoying, so fuck her. Isn't it funny? The internet edgelord who claims to care so much about the animals is too busy getting day drunk and making degrading slop videos on YouTube with a loser. Meanwhile, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed endangered species out helping other endangered species by trying to fight climate change. Funny how that works. And like the claim America was built by white people is not true. It just goes to show either Brittany's pandering and grifting to try to build her audience, trying to appeal to white nationalists or white supremacists or people who are like Groyper adjacent or whatever. The music industry is black and Jewish. The banking industry is Jewish. The tech industry is Indian and Chinese. The railroads were built by the Chinese. The agricultural service is Mexican. The service industry is Mexican. The backbone of America, until very recently, was slavery and stealing land from the natives. Where exactly did white people build the country? Okay, again, it's not like Japan where the Japanese closed off the country for 200 years, okay, so they could go build up their country by themselves. No, America was importing slaves for 400 years to build the country. So I reject your hypothesis. And it's like, why did she delete this tweet? I mean, maybe it was satire, and that's why she deleted it, because maybe people weren't getting it was satire. But if that's the case, that's on Brittany for not making it because it's also context. It's like when she's putting out videos every day, talking down to black people, mocking black people, putting black people down.
People keep telling me I'm not allowed to say the nigger word when I am one, and it's really annoying. I just remembered that I'm black.
And then she makes a tweet like this, like, yeah, most people are gonna think, oh, yeah, she's just playing into white supremacy. You know, she's just playing into a white victim narrative. Also, by the way, white people aren't the only ones who can be blonde. Like, there's like Mongolians and Africans and people from all over the world, even the Middle East, who can be blonde. Like, even if like all white people got bred by blacks, or even if the entire white race was diluted with sub-Saharan DNA, blonde hair, blue-eyed genetics would still be there. It would just be rare. You know, it would still pop up. Because even like if you look at Mongolia, every once in a while there's like a blonde hair, blue-eyed Mongolian who pops up because of European admixture. So these genetics wouldn't be completely lost. It just goes to show Brittany Venti's either like actually fucking stupid, has no fucking idea what she's talking about, or is just trying to pander to her white audience, desperate for cash, and she just wants to try to milk like her white supremacist, white nationalist, whatever, I don't know what to call it. She's trying to milk that cottage cheese industry because she knows it's easy money. It's what's worked for her in the past. It's literally what's gotten her to this point. She's only made it this far by tricking out her identity. Like literally, like what black person has to constantly say, "Oh, look at my 23andMe. Look at my black mother. My mom was black." And it's the kind of shit that makes me think that her mother isn't even actually dead like she claims. She's just saying that for extra money, for pity points and extra money. You know, shit, maybe you want to show us the 23andMe. Show us your mother's fucking death certificate. How do we know she's actually dead?
My black mother gave me a white name because she loved me and actually cared about my future. Niggas are getting uppity at me for having a black mom and white dad, saying things like black mom biracials are the worst. Like, I'm sorry I'm not your favorite type of nigga.
You think you have a pass in here to fucking speak like this?
Nothing is stopping Brittany from making good content. Nothing is stopping her from being clever and creative. She has it in her. She can do it. She can pursue it. She chooses not to. She chooses to be lazy. She chooses to degrade herself and her whole fucking identity for easy clicks and views because she's a lazy person